Okay, I'm still continuing to remove the rubbles, and I made some good headway. Oh, by the way, as I keep saying, this is this video is basically for my graduate students, to let them know how much progress I'm making here, because some of them use my yard for their research, and so I always whenever I talk, my target tends to be strongly tends to be my grad students. So I was trying to answer my grad students' typical question. I'm sorry, I'm sure you aren't interested in it whatsoever. But on the other hand, though, I also feel that just because straight people, I'm talking about straight. Maybe I shouldn't say straight. Like sexual majority, like males who like females and females who like males. I think I marginally belong to that because I'm not interested in men. If anything, it's females. And I had opportunities like that a couple of times, maybe a few more times in my 30s, like some physical even involvement. So I think I'm like that. But what I was saying was that LGBT people, for example, they are a minority, and they need to, they have a lot of, explaining to do to the majority, to the rest of the population. And autistics, probably we are the same, and we need to explain, many things to the general public, because otherwise they'll just assume, what they we feel that they feel, and so on. And if that continues, it's very difficult for us to be understood by society in general. So anyway, so it's good I talked about it. So I was just simply saying, of course, since I don't welcome, involvement with other people. I mean, being an autistic, I do not. It's like dealing with aliens, Aliens may be safe, but you never know how dangerous they are and what they will do to you. Anyway, so the bottom line was that. And continuing with my answer to my graduate students, it's true that some kind people, they assume I need some kind of affirmation, is it? I don't know. It's not acknowledgement, but, approval, maybe, from others. And in that sense, I've been told I was okay a couple of times. And I was saying in my late 40s and late 50s, early 50s, it was like hell, because so many females who I was easily able to tell who was having a problem finding a partner. For obvious reasons, they all had clear problems. They may be, ugliness, I'm talking about, appearance alone is a setback, but if you're ugly, old, and your personality is not, not attractive, and you're not particularly smart, so your DNA, or you're not particularly athletically talented and so on, so your DNA is not very special. If you had all those problems, then, and yet, if you are like that, there are many ways to succeed in life. So you shouldn't try to marry. That's what I think. But nevertheless, many of those people, they try to get married, and then they look for a target that it's their misjudgment, but they look for a target, that seems an easy to get, say. So I was approached by those people who I had no interest in whatsoever, in my late 40s and 50s, quite a bit. But I'm not counting them, okay? I'm talking about normal people, ordinary people. If anything, some of them were actually quite good looking. Yeah. And even among them, there are kind people who try to encourage me by telling me things like, I was okay. Good. All right. So, by the way, my warning or my advice, you don't need to follow my advice, but my advice to my grad students is that it's much better, okay, for your science, it's much better to be alone, unless you have a very understanding, good partner. So, don't get conned into marrying someone who's not very desirable, you see. Yeah, some people seem to do that. I don't know. Anyway, so that's it. Speaking of, continuing on, not continuing on, let's talk about science. I've been asked to give a lecture in basic quantum mechanics, classical quantum mechanics it is, not quantum field theory. And I may do that because I do enjoy, teaching physics. I did not enjoy teaching math that much. I do not know why. But teaching physics was a lot of fun. So I decided to do that. I may decide to do that. So, grad students, most of the grad students, actually all of them, they've taken basic quantum mechanics, so you are not my target audience, but, my target audience will be, I don't know, sophomores and freshmen, I suppose. And I'll start with ground zero, and I sort of derive. You cannot derive it, right? Schrödinger's equation was not something that you can. Well, there are so-called derivations, I know, but according to me, there is no purely mathematical, in the purely mathematical sense. Oops. I found another piece of wire. Oh. Wire. So I start with how, with an explanation of how Schrödinger came up with that Schrödinger equation, guided by wave mechanics, properties of wave, and also he wanted linearity and so on. And he also wanted a partial, it doesn't have to be a partial differential. He wanted to, he was trying to arrive at a, binds. He was trying to arrive at a differential equation, because to this day, I think, people, when people try to explain a natural phenomenon, they often, try to come up with a differential equation and then find its solution, and so on. So I start with that, and I'll do the usual, free particle solution, which is nothing, and then step potential, and then after. I found another piece of roof tile. So step potential and barrier potential, things like that, and then eventually I will solve. This is the usual standard course, right? I'll solve the Schrödinger equation for the hydrogen atom and extend it to an atom with one electron, and I wouldn't say extend, but I would also discuss solutions for an atom with more positive charge in the nucleus, still on one electron atom. And after that, I'll discuss spin angular momentum, because that's always interesting. And that's about it. But in the process, you will learn how to deal with angular momentum, and also I think most of the students are already familiar with spherical coordinates, but I will talk about that too. I need to talk about it. Like the hydrogen atom, that solution without using spherical coordinate. Anyway, so I'm quite excited about it. Okay, it's just about total darkness. It is just about okay. dark. It's a good time to stop. I'm now working on, before I quit, I'm going to cherry there's wire here as well. Don't you hate it? Yeah. Okay, I can't do this. There are many wires and something else attached to it, so I need light to see well to remove this okay, this large piece is the last piece I'm going to remove. Oh, maybe I can remove a few more roof tiles, perhaps. This is it. Ooh. There are quite a few roof tiles here. Okay, this is it. 2 more roof tiles. Oh. What the heck was that? Was it a frog? I don't know. Maybe. I saw something. It's not a snake. It's either a frog or a okay. Yeah. I did a lot. This was good. I think you can still see it, so let me show you. Let me show you what we did today. Here we go. So there was a pile starting at around the northern end of the east wall of this 150-year-old house, and there's a pile here. It's entirely gone. There's a pile here, 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 and look at the white pipe. It was not visible. Now it's visible, and this pile is almost all gone. I need to work a lot more, by the way, tomorrow, but it's just about gone. And so the pile is gone. Almost all of it is gone, and they are now here. This is the pile. You can see it better from here, like so. Okay. Let's go and check the ridge lines. The ridge lines are, here we go. The ridge lines. Oop. Yeah, it's a little earlier than usual, so I'm not sure if it's clear on the screen, but the sky is still slightly blue, not like, gray or or pale black, whatnot. The sky is slightly blue still, so the ridgelines, and I'm going to quit. By the way, from this vantage point, if you turn around here, the antenna looks like this, and the 150-year-old house, you can see its silhouette. Is it silhouette or silhouette? I don't know. You know, its profile. It's like a skyline. Well, in a way. Okay. So. This view, so this is the eastern sky, and the western sky is and the western sky, there is a lot of light still, you know. And also the moon, look at the moon. Let's see. Here we go. You can see the moon and western sky, lots of light still. Well, let's go and look at the western sky. Oh, well, just a second. I need to... Oops. I'll let you admire the moon, and I need to... Look the house. The 150-year-old house.どうしたのどうしたのどうしたのどうしたの go and check the western sky. Twilight western sky. Whew. So it's a bit too late. I mean, it's not really late. As I keep saying, you know, the day is getting shorter and shorter, and that's what, you know, what's making us feel, making us feel we are always late. It's just that the days are getting that short. Okay. "60 seconds of silence." Okay, 60 seconds. Actually, it's always longer than 60 seconds because what I do is to swing my arm like this, and this is like 1 second, 2 seconds, and obviously I'm slow. Anyway, so this is the twilight, last light of the day, and the moon, your moon is there, over there, and yeah, I want to know the name of this planet, this star, and the power tower is here. Okay, and yes, I've come around counterclockwise. I covered 2 pi radians. Okay, so I'm signing off. It's actually cold. It's almost December, so Bye-bye. Until next time. See you later. Bye.